All right, here we go. Winner of this match will be playing Kerry Kreitz in the final. So in this match, we got Mike Lacoursiere from Edmonton against Brad Wilton from Calgary. So Mike will be leading off.
I think this match might take a little longer than the last one did.
Yeah, these guys are generally a little slower.
Well, they aren't slow. They're just
take a little more time.
Their setup and stuff like that is just a little more methodical.
Looks like Mike's just continuing where he left off. Doing that nice, sweet shot.
I just asked Greg on the final. Is it still just a one-game match, or is it the best of two?
One-game match.
One-game match. Okay, good.
Right? I need somebody to.
Brad is one of our sponsors, A&B Express. They do moving and whatnot in Calgary. Actually, probably all over Alberta.
Well, yeah. They mostly work for, they do contract work for a company I work for, Televised.
Brad's wife Kelsey's due today, so hopefully we can make her to the end of the day.
You bet. Well, this has been a nice opportunity for Brad to be able to showcase what he's able to do and play.
I know for a lot of these guys, not having the TSN or the CBCs or anything like that, they feel like they're missing something.
Oh yeah, well, Greg, you participated in both CBC and TSN.
Yeah, I did. I was very fortunate.
And
playing them.
I had that same opportunity, and that was cool. It was really neat.
Well, when I was a youth bowler, I saw it on TV, and that's all I wanted. I want to be on TV. Yeah. I thought it was so cool, and I was fortunate enough to be there as well.
Well, that's kind of the one thing is it really sells our game. Like when I was a young man first playing this game, my family, my wife's family, and my family didn't really follow sports much, so they didn't understand my interest in the game and that. And then all of a sudden, when I when I happened to play on the CBC series, everyone in my community all of a sudden said, "Oh, you bowl." And it really, everybody, even to this day, when I'm out there, people that had no interest in that sport, all of a sudden they see me, "Oh, you still playing?" And, so,
yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, so being able to produce the game and televise it and that only will help the game by the exposure.
With a limited budget as well.
Oh, well, hopefully we can increase that.
Well, now with the access to the internet and the YouTube and Facebook and all that type of stuff, it's a lot easier to get these types of productions out there so people can see them.
Yeah. So that being said, I just want to recognize some of our sponsors: 5-Pin Universe, All-Star Bowling Sales, Karen Pilon Organ Donor Foundation, Bradson Promotional Group, and like I said before, A&B Express and Brad Wilton.
If you go walk through the game, there's a booster.
So Brad Wilton got to this semifinal by beating Gary Baird 7-3 and Evan Lacoursiere 6-4. He's been averaging $254 for the two games and has taken home $415 up to this point.
And there's 2 free demonstrations.
So looks like Brad or Mike won the first 3 there.
Yeah.
The WCBT.
Brad's looking for an opportunity to get onto the board here and get a frame underneath.
Win a frame. The first one.
Yeah. It's almost psychological.
Yeah. After you open the first few and it just kind of weighs on you as the match goes, so get a win early. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that out last night when I played the young Evan Lacoursiere, when he just showed me where the game was. Gave me 10-0. Yeah.
So Mike, last time he played, started with 7 in a row, so it's off to
On his
3 in a row right now. So see if he can do the same thing twice.
Oh, looked a little off there. His release or something looked a little off.
a little quick. Yeah.
Okay, that was the jinx that I just. So one
You
for
didn't even
Brad.
say perfect game.
I didn't. Sorry. One for Brad.
Sometimes when you get that adrenaline going and you're pumped up, you get a little quick, and it isn't actually throwing the ball harder. It's your backswing gets to be so fast that when you go to release the ball, you decelerate and you just chunk it out there.
Yeah, that deceleration and the when you're falling through is the absolute worst thing you can do in this game. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards.
It's kind of like a chip shot.
It's like, you know,
Yes.
Like if you're decelerating with the club, then you're going to flub it.
Yeah.
well, it's the same thing as we say, like you look at Brad, you look at Mike, you look at Kerry. They all have their setup. They do the same thing consistently. And the reason why you do that is because what you're doing is you're trying to get your body to complete the task at hand.
Yeah, your body will know what to do, basically.
Exactly. And that's the big thing. Eh? You get that little bit out of sync, and all of a sudden, instead of throwing those polished strikes, they start becoming corners, even though they look like a really good shot. And they just end up with those corners and chops.
So Mike Lacoursiere got here by beating Stephen Medhurst 6-4, and Mike Herbert 335, winning 8-2 with a 335 game. So up to this point, Mike's averaging 268, and he's won $470. So
These guys might have a bit of an advantage because the final's going to be played right after this. So
Right, so they're going to have a little bit of rhythm.
feel or rhythm. Yeah.
Although Kerry is throwing balls over on the other lane.
It's nice to have a
Believe.
little break
Yeah.
sometimes too.
Yeah.
It's a long day.
yeah,
Hopefully we can keep our fans going for one more after this.
Yeah.
Oh, it fell over.
chop out of
He
it.
had a split and then the two-pin fill.
Oh,
Okay, spare to get his second frame.
or 50, well, right?
Yeah. Nobody missed chop off, do they?
Yeah, chop offs are pretty simple.
Okay.
I think if you play in this house long enough, you will become very, very good at chop offs.
Well, maybe I should take up a league.
And I'm speaking out of experience.
All right, 5 frames in, 3 for Mike and 2 for Brad. Oh, yeah. Fall awfully close.
Good roll. Good roll. But you know, it goes to say too, though, is when you're playing the game and you're throwing the ball, some guys say, oh, you got a lucky break there, a lucky break there. You know, when you're throwing the ball well, those breaks are just
They go,
natural.
yeah.
They happen,
Because you're throwing the ball well.
because you're throwing the ball. You're getting rewarded. That's what every once in a while, like Greg said earlier, you just have to hope that your good breaks even out with your bad breaks.
Yeah. That's all
It
you
doesn't
can.
always happen.
No.
And especially in a format like this, when you're playing a one-game match, then not so. But when we play enough games over a weekend where we're throwing enough, and eventually, on those stats, they do work out.
I just wanted to make a point on the balls these guys are using. They're both using soft rolls. It's a little straighter line, a little oilier out there, so the soft rolls will help get a little more movement on the ball. Mike relies on that probably a little bit more than Brad, but movement is key.
Yeah. Is making sure that he's ready to go. He doesn't tries not to rush himself at all.
Oh yeah.
You can see that good extension on his arm there from the angle we're looking at. It just
You knew when he let it go on that one.
it had a chance. I mean, you don't know for sure it's going to be a strike, but you knew it had a chance. You can tell by just the way they're watching the ball too. You can see, okay, this is close.
Yeah, you can read a lot out of a bowler by his body actions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You don't even have to look at the pins.
No.
Half the time.
Yeah, that's it.
If he kicks the ball return, you know what he did.
Are you speaking out of experience?
No, I don't do that
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
So that gives
One of the
Mike
old guys now, right?
Oh, that's right. Usually it's the older guys that are the worst.
So with that double of Mike's, he now has 5 frames to 2. Bit of a lead in the
It's just flip-flopping
pinfall.
back and forth.
Yeah. Three frames still around for grabs, so Brad's looking to execute on this shot here, and
Looked like he wasn't sure about that one.
Yeah.
see how the arm just kind of come up a little different.
There's always that slight subtle difference from a strike to a head pin.
Yeah.
Just something is a little different.
Yeah, it's usually the clunk you get on the end.
Yeah, the noise.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
It's important
Get
to clean up the
15.
wood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15, and anything can happen. Yeah, well done.
Mike can shut him out
You
here.
can
Yeah.
put a stranglehold
Striker,
on it right now.
striker or spare will advance him to the final against Kerry. Mike's been in this game long enough that he knows what's at stake here, so
Oh yeah, he knows. And just to recap, we're playing for $60 a frame in the semifinals. Mike seals the deal there.
yeah, you knew it.
We'll see if Brad can come back and get some extra cash.
Yeah, Mike continuing his strong play here. You know, just throwing a 335 not that long ago and coming back with another strong showing.
366 potential.
Yeah,
And Brad would have 276 potential.
276, which would be a very admirable score.
you can tell even though the match is over and he's won, he's not changing anything. He's still doing the same thing, taking the same amount of time. You don't want to be changing anything now. Now's not the time to
Yeah, to let up.
Well, you can't relax.
Yeah. Because you want to keep that same feel going into the next match as well.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
As you
Another
say,
great
if
shot.
you let up and quit on it now, it may take you a while to find it again, right?
And we know how cruel a game this is, how fast it can turn on us.
Yeah, it's a tough sport to be good at it all the time.
Yeah,
I'm sure we all know that.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Carried in the corner.
Down a roll.
I've often said I'm only about 3 balls away from turning it around for the good or for the bad. Throw 3 good shots in a row, you can turn it around quickly, but throw 3 bad shots in a row, all of a
done.
sudden you're thinking.
Yeah. Geez, you threw a nice loose ball there.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. We all say, you know, when it's over, it's easy to throw. You know, it's like a warm up. That's right.
Decent games.
Oh,
Couple
very
head
good
pins in
game.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had 3 head pins, right?
Yeah.
And this is the first run of strikes that he had going.
3 bombs.
Good finish.
Good for him, 276.
Yeah. It's a great match.
So we're playing for 2 frames here.
Yeah,
So yeah, I guess if Mike bangs out, then we'll split 1 frame each.
that's right. Yeah. really good. Yeah. You know, not getting too excited. That's the other thing. You don't want to get too many highs, too many lows. Just try and keep yourself as even keel as possible.
Pick your spots, because even when I was younger, it was you're going all day. It takes a lot out of you to get too excited all the time.
I saw a gentleman in the Autumn Open one year. First 10 games we played in the one-on-one, he was murdering everybody. But every ball he would scream. Every shot he did, he screamed. By game number 11, he was so exhausted he had nothing left. He dropped he was leading by
Brad picks up the last two.
by a surmountable amount, and by game 13 he was dead. Nothing left.
Another good game by Mike Lacoursiere.
336.
Another 300.
336.
Nice bowling, guys.
Yeah. That's 4, so 6-4 for Mike Lacoursiere with a 336 against Brad's 279.